Welcome back. Several of us have caught a virus of some kind, but we're here for you. We are doing something that we've been remiss, gentlemen. We have not done this in quite some time, and that is we take a look at a game that we've recently played, and in this case, games that we played long time ago in some instances. And we're just going to review certain segments of those games with the thought of what can we learn from this? What worked well? What did I like about this? Why does this stick out in my mind? What would I have done differently? Or alternatively, what was going through my head at that moment? And why did I do what I did? And is there another way now with the benefit of hindsight looking back, would I have done something different? Or is this the way it was perfection the first time? I don't know. We'll see. So
should I have picked moments of imperfection?
Well, I did for myself, just a couple of them.
So hard on yourself. I did pick moment that are like a highlight, I guess, like moment that
highlights
marked me. And
that's very kind.
Let's
start.
There were times also that I remember like scene that that marked me. And usually those are the good one, right? Like scene that I like for different reason. And I wanted to talk about like why did that stayed with me, right? Why did I remember that one?
Well, on that note, and this is a little different stream. We've got a few people that have joined us already. We'll just say hello to them briefly here. Yeah. Bacon pointing out that there's someone else, I don't know, never heard of him, that's also streaming in this time slot. You're in the right place, folks. You're home. You're with us.
Good luck in these numbers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. Nick is pointing out that there was some tardiness tonight. We apologize profusely. And Uriah, who if we were really on top of things, we would have had you join us here, Uriah, to talk about maybe we will. Maybe if you're still up, I know it gets late. It is a work night. Bacon. So this is a little different stream because we will be interacting with chat, especially if you have questions. So if you have questions about a scene that we're watching together, please put them in there. I'm going to be monitoring that, and we will try to stay on top of it. If you're just arguing in the chat, then shame on you. Grow up. If you
followed along also the Horizon campaign and you have like some scene that stuck with you,
then let us know.
Let us know in chat and we'll talk about them.
We can talk about those too. Absolutely. Dice Tales has questions. We have answers. You're in the right place. Let's start with this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 7.
Nice.
Episode 7. Oh, Ear Trumpet, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Throwing some money our way. Appreciate that. I think that's over on Mr. Max's channel.
Mm-hmm. You're a little under the weather, Crispy?
I am. I'm a little under the weather. And you can tell because I'm wearing a hat indoors.
But
the hat, I told Max this already. The hat is a subtle dig at my family members who are diehard Cleveland fans. Cleveland, of course, just eliminated in the wild card race for the American League divisionals.
Of course,
Detroit just eliminated them. So sorry, guys.
Take that, Crispy's family.
Take that, family. Pretty sure my brothers don't actually watch the videos. They just give me the like and then. All right, let's get right into
their part.
Time. This is episode 7. This is something that Max, we're going to start with Max's timestamps, but we're not going to stick on his only, of course. We're going to go to other ones.
Oh, you don't have them like chronologically, so we can like.
I do have them sort of chronologically. If we were to do that, we're going to start with one of mine. I apologize. Yeah. Let's do that. This is episode 6. The reason I picked this, and let me share this if I can, and not go all technically. Let's see here. Let's say share screen tab. Oh, there's thousands of them open. Okay, good.
I want to come clean real quick to our folks at home, if I may, while you figure this out.
I'm getting there. Yeah.
I have places I wanted to look at, but my grades are due. I'm a teacher. And I just didn't have time to find these timestamps in the 20 episodes, the 40 hours of footage of the Horizon.
Exactly.
And I apologize.
No,
but I do have big ideas I want to talk about.
We like you for your big ideas. You're welcome to participate.
Thank
even
you.
if you didn't do your homework.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Just a little background here. I want to watch just a couple minutes of this. And this is episode 6. This is on Edom Station. I did have another one for in Eberlein, but I'm going to skip that for now. Let's start with this one. Of the crowd that's gathered to see this madman. He's convulsing as he stands, his body twisting and reforming and tearing. There's gore that drips down. His skull becomes misshapen. He's transforming before everyone's eyes. There's screams from the crowds, the various tourists and the few workers that have stopped to see this spectacle. In just a few seconds, he is unrecognizable as human, but is transformed into a hideous creature, the shape of which defies. I love how Phil, you're right in it. You're right in the description.
I do not like. I mean, look at Max too. He's also got like a what the fuck?
Nope. I just love that. I remember that. I remember like this is the description that I had Phil like reacting to in the moment. Yeah. I just want to watch another couple seconds of this, and then I'll say
like
my.
I want to say like this is basically like also the clip you said my timestamp didn't work.
Yeah,
this is what it was. It
was. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, like great minds think alike. This was the one I had picked.
Yep.
It's a very, very memorable scene.
All right. So this is, oh man, I'm just getting into this. Look at that. Look at this. This is an aggressive role player right there, folks. Okay. A scientific explanation.
I take a step back.
Like I take a step back too.
Take a step back. My hands go close to my gun.
All right. And this is where we'll watch just another 10, 20 seconds of this, but this is where I now as I reconsider this is the big reveal of this monster. This is the premise of what's going on, part of the convoluted things happening on New Amsterdam. And this was supposed to be this big, big reveal. I think that my description, though evocative enough to get Phil squirming in his seat, it was a touch too long. If you have a nice asset, I love this picture. I should have just gone like, boom, a few sentences and then show the picture. And I think that would be just as like, as me waxing poetic. So I really liked my descriptions here and I was able to connect with the players, but at the same time, I do feel like it goes a little long. With a roar, he jumps off of the crate, grabs the cowering tourist in front of him, and lifts him up with one hand, biting the poor, hapless tourist's head clear off of his shoulders. Yeah. Gore streaming everywhere as people turn in panic and rush away.
Like I agree with that maybe it was a bit long, and at some point like we did cut you saying a step back, right? Because like now there's something happening, and like
we want to
what our character doing there, right? Like like during this whole time when he grabbed people and bite his head away, right? Are we just like doing nothing there?
You're not doing any, and that's my point. And I'm glad that you brought that up, Max. My point here was, when you have a big reveal like this, and this is supposed to be a big reveal and very evocative and it's in a crowd, and it's a little distance away, right? Like I described this as down the corridor, and there was a crazy guy that was proselyting for some, save the oceans of New Amsterdam kind of thing. But it was a little ways away, and now I'm bringing that forward. I'm pointing your attention at that by describing it. But I also think that there should be, when you do that as a game master, you want to be careful that you don't lose track of the time that's elapsing. So, and the quicker you can get to the movement of the description, the better. Just describing the picture when you have a picture is a bit of a wasted effort. You're better to go as quick as you can. I think if I were to do this again, I would go sooner to the he grabs a tourist still standing there dumbfounded and bites the tourist's head clean off. Blood fountains from the headless neck of the tourist. And now there's pandemonium. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. I would say you beat yourself up about this a lot, but I totally disagree with you. That your descriptions are too long. I totally disagree. You can describe without advancing time.
You can.
It's totally fine.
Yes.
That's
And
true. That's true.
and
But
I would rather have the description than the asset. So
you can, yes, I agree with Phil on that.
Yeah.
You can describe without advancing time, but when what you're describing is starting to take actions,
right.
multiple one, now the time is moving.
Yep.
At the same time, Brick would have been frozen in fear, so I didn't need to take an action. Like I remember this, I'm like, oh wow, I'm just like, I would just be staring at him while he picked up a dude and just like ate him,
Just ate.
drank his blood, Ninja Scroll style.
Yeah,
Just-
but you
yeah.
could have you could have said that as an anchoring action and just like let Chris keep
true.
going on.
But it, like
Those-
while I was in the game, I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
sweating it.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have done anything.
There's also like this thing like with description though, when you want like a reveal of a monster like that, this is something you can also break up. I
Mhm.
feel,
Mhm.
because especially like when it's something happening far away, right? Just giving glimpse, right? When you think
Mhm.
about like horror and stuff like that, because it's kind of like a horrific scene, right? Not knowing sometimes is worse, right? Or there's a commotion, and the crowd is starting to cry, and this kind of like, and then you let the people act, the player act, and then like when you come back, you give more description, right? And if they're curious, I'm gonna go closer, see what's up, and then okay, there's this,
Mhm.
or if they turn around, then they don't know, right?
Right.
There's a little bit of that, and also it's kind of like kind of with the horror game. Like it's where do you lean on? Do you lean on into the role playing, or
Yeah.
do you lead into the sort of cinematic element of what's going on? Like if the camera is probably like focused on this creature, and it's probably going to take a minute to like really really emphasize the horror of the tone of the scene.
Mhm.
Whereas like in a role playing, it's like, okay, they did their action, now you do your action. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
I think that the sacrifice there is worth the juice
Oh yeah,
to enjoy the tone a little bit.
I would
And
lean
like
more
Crispy
toward the
like
role play,
stretch his legs a little bit. I understand that you prefer that.
because like for me, like there is no camera
I understand.
but my character's eyes, right? So
Mhm.
Yeah.
And my point here is just that it's important, even when you get lost in the description, and the description is connecting with the players.
Yeah.
Don't get lost in your own
That's true.
description. Like
There's definitely a too much.
there's
for
a
sure.
too much, and I think I was riding the line on this just because I wanted to emphasize the pandemonium. This is actually a terrorist attack that's happening in Minecraft in the game, and in the game I wanted it to be people running and screaming and all this happening, and it's just chaotic. So don't get so into the description element of it that you lose track of the pressure of time passing in the world. I agree with you, Phil. It's totally fine to pause time a little bit. You have to in order to describe something. But yeah. So, and I wanted to mention this to Dean. Dean, I don't know if you've ever seen us do this, but we like to tear apart our own games. I get accused sometimes of just hating fun, but I enjoy going through past game sessions, and we look at scenes and we talk about it and see why did this work or not. That's what we're doing now. So that's we've had a few comments here.
Tweakers TM.
Yeah, it's
so like Chubby Funster is in the chat, and just want to tell him I received my book today.
Yes, friend of the
there you
channel, excellent guy, publisher, and we've got he's got his book out. It's great.
Congratulations.
You have it there.
Thank you.
Did you want to show it to it? We'll make you a little bigger, and you can. There it is,
There you
Shadow
go.
City.
Shadow
Blood
City,
and
Blood and
Neon.
Neon. Yeah,
Pick it up.
Shadow Dark based vampire game, I guess. It would be a fair way to describe it. So you can find it on Drive-Thru RPG now, even though the Kickstarter is over.
Yeah, actually,
Very cool.
Richard kind of gave a better description than I did there. So in the comments, thanks for that, Richard. All right, so Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. We used to call that something, but we're going to rebrand it. It's going to be chubby coloring, right?
Yeah. The one thing I like the scene I sent you was just like the fight following the introduction that we saw that I wanted
okay.
to focus more
Mm.
upon, because like I remember this fight to be very cool, very dynamic and stuff like that. Rewatching it, it's a bit
Sure.
slow, and I find like there's a lot of plays where we talk about each other and a bit of a, like I think like the turn could be a bit cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
That
So
go ahead.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I also have
No,
something
go
to say
ahead.
about
No,
that scene.
go ahead.
That scene is also very much when I got sold on campaigns, because I was like, oh wow, my character is about to have an arc, because he was a huge coward and kind of like deliberately saves himself by killing a bunch of innocent people, by like
Mhm.
locking the beast inside of like a place with some other people.
Yeah.
And then running for his life. And then like that turns him into this, like, he wants to redeem himself for that and like not be a coward anymore.
Right.
And he did
Right.
die a
So-
hero.
And
He
that
did die a hero.
that doesn't really happen in a one shot. That
No.
like
Mm.
it's certainly you're not going to get as much of a payoff. Like we're 6 sessions in,
Mhm.
and then this like major events happening that's going to change this character, gets him killed.
It does. Dies a hero.
In the
It's
end.
really good.
Two
Love to see it.
sessions later.
So that was episode 6. Anything else? We can go to episode 7. That's that's something that you had suggested. Max,
You wanna stick on the episodes? Oh well, there's a lot of clip to watch.
Yeah, we can
But I
always
would
come
have
back
loved
to it if we have
to,
time. But
I would. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on episode 7 then.
episode
What
7.
do you want to
let's
look
do
at the fight? Is that what you're saying?
I wanted to look at the fight a bit so we can contrast, because like there's
Sure.
also a fight in episode 7. The second fight, one of those fish monster.
it. Okay.
Oh, with
And-
the eel.
Yeah, and I think the
Ooh.
second one is much better in
So-
timing.
The next one, the very next one to watch, is the meeting with the eel.
Yeah.
Which I think this is another one that Max and I had in common. Let's share this one. Okay. He returns to his post, standing back to the door.
I grab the bottle and pour the shots for the three of us. I look at Evelyn. Say, do you want to?
No, she waves off. No.
Is that my timestamp?
Start back to the big guy. What's that?
Is that my timestamp?
Oh, it might be mine. Hold on. What was yours?
Because if it's yours, mine is like the same thing.
Well, I wrote down, what did I write down? 2 hours, 23 minutes. So you went a little earlier than mine. So
Oh, but
almost
yeah,
exactly the
scene.
same guy. Almost
keep an eye on
exactly
him.
the same. The eel takes the glass eagerly, holds it up to cheer.
I raise it. Down it.
To fat bounties, he says. Shoots it.
Yeah.
So is your plan to catch that guy and bring him to the cops? Is that in your style?
Not really. I wouldn't do that directly. Not good for the image.
That's what I thought, right? I think you kind of need like a in-between person,
I'm listening.
and then I do like that, pointing at me and Brick.
Interesting. I provide the intel. You collar the guy. We split the bounty. That's what
Yeah.
you're thinking?
Yeah.
I don't mind.
We
I was really
split
more
it
interested
and-
in you doing something off planet for me, though. I wonder if I should have had some roles there. I feel like some roles would have been appropriate there. Is that still on the
Maybe
table?
later, but I like
It's kind of time sensitive,
maybe.
though.
it's this thing too as well. When people are blowing up all over, right? Just like need to be.
That
taken
is
care
true.
of.
That is true.
Seems
Yeah.
like a bad time to be getting in the bomb business.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Terrible time, even, he says. Looks at the shot glass again. Puts it back down on the table.
Well, maybe
It's
it's
also people are
maybe
gonna
it's the
be-
best time. I don't know.
The authority are going to be very sensitive about every kind of thing of explosive stuff now. Maybe you should like rethink your approach.
Does mean that I can charge a lot more though.
If we can catch that guy and the tension can go down a bit, it's gonna be better for business afterward for you.
You know, I like where you're going with this.
Yeah, there's the roll.
There's a roll. I think there should have been. This should have been a complex task. I think.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that off stream.
yeah.
How we should have introduced complex tasks
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah, this
like
this
that.
would have been better as a complex task.
Isn't that interesting?
right. Good example of using complex tasks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a big conversation. That is
It's a
an
big
interesting way to do
conversation.
it.
But
Although-
what I like about this, and the reason I'm glad you picked this one, is I like the organic feel of the negotiation
Mhm.
between this mob boss or this gangster smuggling guy and Brick and Alan. And there's a few NPCs here which are going to become more important in a second.
Is this where we're like kind of threatening him? Or does that happen
don't
later?
think so. I don't think there's any
They
threat
kind of like
here.
tell him that he shouldn't be some crazy bomb person.
Yes, there's a lot like I picked that. That's something and I'm surprised you picked this one, Crispy, and I'd like to know why. Because like for me, like I love those scenes when there's like this tension. We go meet this guy, he's a bad guy, and we don't know if we're gonna work with him or fight him, right? Like maybe he's gonna go to blow right here and there, right?
Yeah.
And there's this tension, and we have the same with Chuck at some much later in the campaigns like that. I love those scenes. For me, like this is like so much, you know, when you're on the edge of your seat. You're not in a fight per se, but it could turn to a fight in any moment.
Mhm.
Yeah, it could at any moment.
Yeah, and you have to role play around that. You have to manage your character and like try to get something. You try to get something. We all have our goal or motivation that are kind of clashing. Maybe we can have them to work together to mesh.
I don't know how much you'd appreciate the comparison. It's very much like a Tarantino sort of social situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do like also when most of the time when these are happening, it's not the whole session either. Like it actually does move quicker than I've seen in other games. But the reason I picked it is actually 2 minutes and 44 seconds from now, or 24 seconds from now, because the negotiations get interrupted.
Yeah,
I think that would work. Of course, I'm going to fix the price now for the import because it's going to be more. But then we collar this doctor fanatic. You turn him in for the bounty. Security gets to take a run up the mission accomplished flag, and heat comes down a little bit. You get the shipment in. Win.
Yeah. So you're, like you said, you're going to end up getting a lot more profits. So I think there's
I see where you're going with
price
this.
that should be renegotiated. Maybe
It's also going to be a lot more risky.
Well, it's a little too
Much more
early for
risky.
that, right?
In fact, I would say the reason the price is going up is because
The risk is going up.
transport is much more risky. I don't think there's really any other element that would make the price go up.
I follow what you're saying, but you haggler, you. He looks over at Alan. As you said, let's get this bounty first, and then we can take a look and see what the lay of the land is at that point.
Yeah, let's solve
First
one
step.
problem before addressing the other one, right?
I agree, he says.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how we like each other, right? You know,
There's a rustle behind. Evelyn
don't need to get
shouts
married.
something. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Wait, before we go
there's a
into the fight.
groan. Okay.
And it's funny because a lot of my timestamp were for the fight. Like I'm the guy that like the talking stuff like that, but like now like I love like fighting scene that I like. Maybe because I'm not the one usually to be so enamored with that, but like those talking scene where obviously a lot of role play happen.
Mhm.
Well, like you know, in the sense that people usually talk about role play, right? When they mean like the shopping session, but it's not like what Shauna would call patty cake, right? It advances the plot quite a bit, right? It changed the direction of what's gonna happen in the game, so it's very meaningful. So
Yeah.
I'm, instead of like coming up with like just somebody like telling us what to do, like giving us like those plot hook, and then it's okay, yes, we will go fight, do your job, right? There's this negotiation, this tension, and we're figuring out where the game is gonna go in real time, basically, right?
Mhm.
I'm
So
wondering, like, how much of that is organic on your end, Crispy?
Yeah. So this was most of
What is
this
the
was
eel? How are you doing the eel in your head?
so in my head, the eel is a separate faction than he's totally he acts as a separate faction as the other ones that you've interacted with so far. And therefore he is open to negotiations as long as it's in his best interest. So I was quite prepared because my thinking is this. He's looking to profit from this relationship. So he's just looking for an angle.
Mm.
And so when you're like, but I think this is going to cause the price to go up, then he's already thinking, okay, well, how can I work this to my advantage? And then yeah, so that's how I was.
I kind of feel like he's more profit driven than Brick right now, because like Brick is wanting to stop bombs.
Yes,
That's
and
his
he's like
motivation. And the other guy's like, man, I could really sell some bombs for a lot of money all of a sudden.
Exactly.
Like it's kind of an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the demand for bombs is high.
That's right. And I'm just going to supply it. Like he's completely amoral. The eel is not. He's not going to moralize about this. He just wants.
Yeah.
To
I think that cross into immoral.
Yeah.
Immoral.
He's probably immoral. Yeah.
So it's like our objective is kind of to like stop these bombs and get these killers out, but we're kind of putting on this face of let's make a deal. But it's like we want the deal to be no more bombs in the hands of terrorists.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. That would be and this is again plays to your earlier comment that this happens after Brick shows in an act of cowardice, has a bunch of innocent people die, and now he's like, oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, because originally his goal is entirely profit driven.
Yeah. And so he's changing. And now this is a callback to way Brick was before. Chance for Phil to play Brick differently. And I see now we have our fourth player has joined us. So thank you, Uriah.
Uriah's here.
Yeah, what's up, folks?
We'll probably we'll look forward to your insights too as we pick apart these. Can we watch just another minute of this? I wanted to get into
I want to get
tension
into
builds and builds and builds, and then it breaks. And as the tension breaks, some interesting things happen.
I want to watch this fight if we can too.
Yes.
Behind, as this muscular man, his shirt starts to shred. The eel, Rene, looks up with alarm. His eyes go wide. He yells out, "Jonathan!" And this big muscular guy, his clothes start to tear, ripping right off his body as his head grossly transforms into a sickening parody of an anglerfish. The clothes just shred off his body. He was big before. Now he's massive as his jawline morphs off. There's a horrible cracking sound of his bones dislocating, reforming.
I love this shit.
Evelyn is shouting out in alarm as her hand goes down to her left cowboy boot.
Okay, so that's an action. That's an action for Evelyn. Right?
Yeah,
I just took an action for NPC. That should indicate a tonal shift now. So there's now not a tonal shift, a temporal shift. So I've paused for the description. Max, I don't know how you're reacting in the description of this. Look at the fact.
Giving vibes.
Like it's happening again. There. It's happening again.
Max's consciousness has downloaded into Alan Richter.
No, Max is hearing the trees speak Vietnamese again.
So it's all coming back to him. Anyway, but what I was going to say is that when I describe Evelyn reaching for her holdout blaster in her cowboy boot, I should have stopped describing at that point, because
Oh yeah,
that's
that
an
should
action
definitely trigger around.
that triggers
Yeah.
the players getting into the action now,
100%.
not more description.
No, that's what happens. Kick
Yeah.
my chair back and try to slide back onto the table. Try to get on the other side of the table. So you keep the table between me and this dude.
I get off my chair and I take it and throw it toward the fishman.
The chair
gonna make
bounces
it a-
harmless.
Sorry, Max, I cut you off. You were just about to say something there. I think.
Harmlessly off.
It's a crispy
Yeah.
special right there.
Yeah, buddy.
it is.
Evelyn
Sometimes
stumbles to the
I
ground,
find like
backing up.
sometimes
She
I lacked in those fights at describing the result of my dice, because like I'm waiting for you to say like if it's success or not,
Yeah.
but then like you just like narrate the result.
Yeah.
So
Should have said failure, right?
Yeah. At some point, I think we had reestablished that we're supposed to do the failures.
We do a second social contract
Yeah.
thing a few episodes later.
trips over her feet as she, horrified of what she's seeing. Her hand, something metallic falls from her hand onto the ground.
It's okay that metallic
uh,
things My are eyes start to in the world. metallic object that she dropped move over around the table towards it.
A small caliber, snub-nosed pistol. The pearlized handle.
I look at the eel. I say, "Your men." And I grab the ashtray that was on the table, and I run toward the man, the fish, and I fling the ash in his face. I think one of those dirty tricks that I'm known for. Like now I'm being a very mechanical there, because I have like this feature in my character called Dirty
Yep.
Trick.
Dirty trick.
Like when I
Mm,
use
that's
that,
right.
and it gave like a disadvantage to the other, right? To
Yep.
the opponent on the melee attack. And I
I
kind of
know,
lay
it's-
it thick there. So make sure that you get it crispy.
I know. And do I even get it? Let's see.
And
don't think
I
I don't think so either.
tried to kick him in the nut.
He only has
Kicking
one
in the
nut.
nuts.
The blow glances harmlessly off his neck.
Well, you rolled a 2.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
He
I
shook
could
his
have-
head
I could
too.
have-
He knew he failed it.
yeah.
He's
Now
waiting for your
massive
description.
thigh.
He signaled to you.
He vaults, jumping from his station at the door, leaving behind a visceral goo on the ground as he jumps over the table, arms outstretched, now his needle sharp teeth snapping at the eel. He as he flies
Come
across
on.
the table.
One thing I have to say, as we watch these earlier sessions, there's some things that are a lot more polished now.
Yeah.
Showing pictures is a lot faster when it happens. Dice rolls are a lot faster. Me calling for dice rolls is faster. Anyway,
There's also
Yeah.
one thing like I gotta say, when I was rewatching those sessions, they feel much slower rewatching them than they felt playing into
Playing
them,
them.
right?
yeah.
Sure.
Like the previous fight, like it felt like in my mind, like oh man, this fight was like super cinematic, super fast,
Yeah.
like that. Then you watch it and think like
Yeah.
half an hour for the fight, right?
It takes forever. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone through that myself, where I feel like sometimes the more I role play in the 4D style, my descriptions, they get better because I know the words that I'm looking for. That's the biggest thing that I struggle with, is trying to find the right words to use. That's the biggest issue for me. I actually got to go, fellas. I knew it was only going to be a short time.
Oh,
I got
dang.
to pop in,
Oh.
but
Oh.
just wanted to say,
Well,
really,
I had your
really
death queued
enjoyed.
up. So yeah, no,
Oh,
thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I was
But
going to
like-
criticize my handling of it. Oh, I shouldn't
Yeah.
have done that.
Well,
I
it was
shouldn't have done
funny because I was looking back at it, and not to jump the gun a little bit,
Oh,
but
you're fine.
there's a split second where Crispy starts to talk, and you can see me trying to start to talk, and then it all played out. But it's one of those things where it's like that movie trope where the football player misses the vital catch, and he plays it over and over in his mind, and he's like 48, and now he's still like he just can't get past that moment. That's kind of how it feels for me sometimes. Not so much with what Crispy did, but like, why didn't I just give him over? Like, why didn't I just give?
I had a comment on that video. Uriah is like, autistic robot causes total party kill.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. He thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
That was great.
It's funny.
So yeah, well, thank you for dropping in.
Yeah,
And it was a
yeah.
pleasure to have you join us for those last few sessions. And
Totally.
we'll look forward to seeing your face again in new
Yeah, buddy.
games. So
Yeah, buddy.
yeah,
I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to it. All right, y'all take
Awesome.
care.
have a good evening. Thanks, Uriah. So just catching up with here a little bit. So Dean, that's a good point. I should have in my description, I should have been more, because the eel, the head of this smuggling gang, he should have been terrified by this. Like he was.
Yeah, you don't really give an eel reaction.
I just say his eyes go wide and he screams out, "Jonathan!" Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
right. I scurried backwards over the table,
Yes,
but we have seen one of these before.
you guys have, but they hadn't. It was like this
And
big
killed
human.
one of those before,
Yeah,
basically.
killed one.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you want to watch some more of this combat? I guess we've had a few
Yes.
rounds, but let's.
Yes,
He
because it's something
connects.
I want to say.
Critical. As he slams into
Jeez.
the eel and into Renee, his now massive anglerfish mouth ripping chunks off his face. Renee
yeah.
screams in pain and anger.
I take this opportunity to run around the other side now that the door is now he's not standing in front of the door, and try to bust through the door.
Rick's
Just
running
for
away.
my life again.
And I really like that
Oh, that's
that
cool.
you go to try to open the door.
Yeah.
Oh, you were running for your life? I thought you were trying to bring the rest of the gang in.
Oh yeah,
I
I
like
think
that.
I might have been. I don't remember what I was doing.
Well, let's
Yeah.
back up just a second, because I think you said it. I think you said, "I'm running for my life again." Like you're
that's
still
what I said.
trying.
No,
Door is-
that's the
door is not
commentary.
standing.
Oh, okay.
That's present day Phil. That's it. That
Present day
Right.
Phil talking about what past Phil was doing,
Okay.
Yeah.
standing in front of the door and
Yeah.
try to bust through the
But
door.
anyway, I like that you go bust through the door, and I was wondering like Crispy just saying like a door's locked, right? Just like, is it like him?
I think
blocking
you're
you?
right. I was trying to get the other guards involved. I remember because the door shut and locked, and I was like, okay, well, I got to get the door open for that guys to come in.
So that wasn't me just trying to block you, put a wall in because I want you to fight this thing. He was a guard. He had the key to the room. Now he wants to take out the gang leader because he sees now the gang leader is going to go after his, the guy that's providing the concoction that creates these transformations, right? This is
But I think
I didn't think you were being a shit man when you did.
Oh,
it.
you?
I didn't think either, and I think it's good also like those door lock, right? Because I think like I was thinking about like taking one of the PCs out of a fight to do something else, right? Is interesting to me, right? Like having this choice that, well, I'm not gonna, instead of like helping on the fight, I'm gonna try to help by, you could have lockpicked the door or some shit like that, right?
It's called action economy, Max.
Yes, exactly.
Trying to bring my pets in.
Yeah, but
Minions.
so I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I
thought that
it
the
was cool
chair
that
was a dirty
Rick went-
trick.
Not sure it was just an attack, I guess.
I thought it was one of your
The ashtray
dirty
was a dirty
tricks.
trick.
I don't really understand the mechanics of it. I know it gives disadvantage, but whatever. You do it after an attack, right? Or something like that.
No, you do with an attack.
With an attack. Whatever.
That's
So-
why I was always like, like throwing cigarette in the people,
Oh, yeah.
coffee and shit. Like I know something I did. I was always throwing stuff at people's face.
I feel like at some point I was like, "Can you
That's my
stop throwing
thing.
cigarettes at people's faces? Why are you always doing that?"
It's rude. Stop.
That's
That's
That's how hard
always
I'm
your
fighting.
way to do it.
That's not good manners. Queensbury rules.
Well, I did that on the fucking Android on Abilene.
Yeah.
It had like no fucking effect.
Yeah.
Yep, you did. All right.
Well, Richard's saying something about me. Can we look at it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Bill also has a very literary or acting drama student approach to his character. I see a more simplified NPC cartoon stereotype where NPCs, as so many, need to be made and instantly identifiable. NPC cartoon stereotype to NPCs. Yeah, that is totally
Definitely.
new. I
true.
lean into stereotypes on creation, and then I develop them as
Yeah.
rounds progress.
Yep.
That's my hack.
It's good. It works. I like it.
Especially the Mexican pregnant ladies.
Oh,
Love a good
yeah,
Mexican pregnant lady.
that
Yeah.
still stands out in my mind. Who's this? The door is locked. Dun dun dun.
I go toward the fishman, like on Rene, and I try to grab him, and then I headlock and pull him off. I'm gonna use aero dice. Oh, and it's gonna be a crit. A crit confirmed.
A snap.
What am I doing? Why am I rolling? No, I made a
Because
mistake here.
You have a lot of problems with the dice mechanics.
You
You just kind of make up dice mechanics as you
I
go.
just kind of
That's
made it
fine.
up here. So
or
in
was it supposed to be like the
AZD6,
armor check?
yeah, but
The
armor
NPCs
check
don't
isn't.
get armor checks.
That's right. NPCs do
Oh,
not get
yeah,
armor
it's true.
checks. I'm rolling an armor check. I shouldn't be rolling an armor
There
check.
should be no contested rolls
No.
Yeah.
in combat, except for when you do a defensive roll. Like a
That's
PC
right.
does.
So defensive rolls, sure, but not this.
PCs do defensive rolls.
The
Yeah.
flesh is slippery, and the arm lock holds for a moment, choking up the head for a minute. New gills on the side of its head flap in alarm, but he's slippery as he stands up off of Renee, blood and gore dripping from its needle-like teeth. He spins around
those teeth
quickly.
are terrifying, by the way, in my head.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I really don't want the tooth to get me.
Alan's too slippery for the grip. Roar.
Sorry.
Hey, the door's locked. The door's locked.
Oh,
And,
nice job, Phil. Nice job.
Yeah.
How many of you have that in your game? That's not how most games go. Most games don't do that. Most players don't do that. Most players don't say, "It's locked." They'll say, the door's locked."
Guys.
Guys, hey guys. I think the door's
I'm just like
locked.
trying to
And then
look
they-
around the fish monster. Guys.
Hey, guys.
You're too generous. Most people will say like, "Do I know where the key is?"
Yeah, that's right. Do I know if that door's still locked? Do I know how to open the door?
Yeah. Or they
Do I
just
know where
say,
the key is?
"Oh, big surprise! The GM's locked the door."
I just
Big
think that it's
surprise.
those kind of brief
That's the low
things,
trust version.
brief actions like that, where Phil says it's locked, that kind of thing. It's great. It maintains the tension. It's so quick. Anyway, I like it.
I start trying to figure out the locking mechanism. See something.
A key card.
I look around. I'm
start
kind of.
moving
I
around
don't know if I
towards-
should be taking another action here. That's
Yeah,
what's
and that's my fault. I should have just said I should have gone to the next person.
happening. Alan should have gone.
Yeah.
Max.
That was one action. Now it's on to the next.
Towards the eel.
Yeah.
Trying to sneak under him.
Hands out, facing Alan.
Who's facing on? What are you doing here? Like,
What happened here?
Alan's being possessed.
I try to. I step back as
That's
he
good.
release from my grip, and I go
Like-
for a 1-2.
Basically, like the
that
monster
time.
just like turned to face me and didn't do anything else. So
didn't do
it's
anything
like-
else. No.
Well,
Yeah.
it's your turn. That's what's happening.
punch him in the face.
Didn't
didn't know
the
that.
monster go before me?
No.
I can't. No.
Oh, am I
No.
missing up? So you were
No,
waiting
yeah.
on the monster.
Yes.
Yeah, and I
I-
didn't
because
have the monster attack.
I think it's you, Phil, that skipped ahead.
Maybe.
Like it's stepping back too far. I'm just like hitting air. Oh no!
Could have been better on
From
that.
her position on the ground,
Some emotion in
Evelyn
there.
takes a pot shot.
It's
Loud, though a small caliber. It's the round punches into the upper chest.
I forgot Elvin kind
of
of
the creature.
This fight.
Howls enraged. His blood splurts out from his left pectoral muscle, now exposed.
She's the one to do most of the damage.
Renee,
I think she does.
in,
Yeah.
on his
Just throwing cigarettes.
his arm, his elbows, and his knees, crawls away towards the
Oh,
wet
use a
bar.
gun, Alan.
We
James,
we
good
were
job.
we didn't have our gun. We didn't have our gun.
No, you were disarmed
had-
before you
that's
went
right.
in.
Oh, she had the holdout. Yeah,
She had a holdout in her boot.
Forgot about that. We were
Yeah.
disarmed at the door. Say, give me the key. Give me the key.
Which I did like because I wanted
Sure,
this,
he
this
just-
game to have a lot of like end-to-end combat. That's
Mhm.
something I was looking forward in those games. In this campaign.
He has a
He just
crouch
looks
down.
back. His left side of his face, just a bloody mess, shredded to bits. He says, Jonathan has the key.
Look up at him, at this towering figure. Pull out my wrench and slam him into the back of the head. Boon on that. Boom.
Crit.
Take that, fish.
Roll again. Oh, dang. Too bad.
Success.
Smack him in the back of the head, kind of distorting one of his fin gills. His fin gills. Popping a couple of those thinner bones. Yeah.
Roars in pain and spins. Mouth coming out, snapping at Brick's
See how my
hand.
eyes on the mouth? You mentioned the mouth. See if I know how to roll. Okay, good.
The jaws clamp on the hand holding the wrench.
This might
Clenches
be
down as it
this
bites
might
down.
be the what are they called? Scars? I forgot. Strikes. This might be the strike that you forget I had.
Yeah.
Is this one?
Dean
sure.
asked if we are running with a 4+ as success. That depends on the enemy we're facing.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it is though for this guy.
It's usually 4. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually 4. I think this thing's almost dead. I think you kill it right away here.
Yep,
No.
gotta finish it off.
Alan. No, like now that
Brick's
I'm
hand
gank-
stuck in its
ganking him,
mouth.
Now that we're ganking him, like I'm much more in my element, and I'm kicking in the knee. I'm gonna make that a crit.
Makes it a crit.
The knee
Hell yeah.
pops, drops, but does not relinquish the.
Let him roll. Like what the heck, man? It doesn't take
Gotta
that
confirm
long.
the crit, Crispy.
Yeah. Hot tip for you guys. Let your players finish rolling the dice before you start narrating. Jeez. No, okay. So good question, Chubby. This is a fanatic. So these guys that pop these pills that become these
Yeah.
creatures, yeah, they don't usually survive after.
They're like suicide murderers.
Yeah.
He's trying to kill.
He's trying to
one
kill
of-
the eel.
He's trying to kill the eel, and we're in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know that he even expected us to be in there.
No.
Or he's just like
Well,
Purcell, and then when the
think-
eel showed that he was going to act against
Yeah.
their organization, then he pops his pill,
No, okay.
becomes.
and he wasn't a very smart man to begin with, no.
No, he wasn't. No. Anyway, that was again me excited, not waiting for simple things like dice resolution.
Yeah.
Does not relinquish the hand, dragging Brick down with him.
Oh shit. Fell down.
Evelyn struggles to her feet, points her gun at, but now worried that she's going to hit Brick. She tries to reposition
I like
while
that.
Renee
Good job, Christy.
crawls, a bloody mess on the floor towards the wet bar.
There's a gun in the wet bar.
Is Renee the eel?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel
With
like it's my
a
turn.
thumb outstretched, I try to jab it in his eye.
My
That's good.
stupid black eye like
Good,
a
that's
dog's
good.
eye.
Make it a 4.
4 should hit.
Its
Just
eye
think about it.
gooey.
Yeah.
So you don't roll for
Presses
it
in.
when Brick does something.
I know. I just do it to you.
Just
this
me.
is this. Is, oh man, it's. hard
I
to
get the
do
opposed roll, but Brick doesn't.
that. Yeah.
Well, he's on his, brick special.
So bad.
Fish eye. Lidless. Doesn't seem to
Scoop
tear
it
at
out.
all.
I tried
The,
to.
the action causes it to open its mouth.
Oh come on. What is that? That's a false like.
I love watching you crispy squirm.
Like why? Okay, so here's how I would have
It's
done.
good
that.
entertainment.
Here's how I should have done that. You jab your thumb into the eye. You roll, right? Success. I should have said that because otherwise I have to say failure. You got to get karma, right? I have to say success or failure.
Especially on the 4s. Yeah.
On the 4s, it's got to be clear. Now, I was toying with the idea of it's a small target. Maybe I make it a 5 because it's a smaller thing than just hitting it. You got to hit its eye. But then I'm thinking, yeah, but his hand is caught in the
Yeah.
thing's mouth. So he's got a pretty good, access to the eye. So that's why I was hesitant. But then I give 2 different descriptions to resolve this. But the thing is, I wanted to get to the point that more than the strike to its eye, it opens its mouth and frees your hand.
Yeah. I think don't be in a rush to free my hand.
Yeah.
Releasing a mangled
Just, like,
hand.
clamp down and make it
The wrench
terrible.
goes flying.
Just tear your hand right off.
Just tear it right the hell off.
I'm going to call you lefty from now on.
Yeah.
Across the room.
I tried to grab his anglerfish light,
Nice.
Nice.
put my feet on his face, and pull on that thing as hard as I can.
Just grizzly. Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah, we started really fun. Screw this guy.
I'm pulling onto it.
Success.
Okay. How hard is that? You just
The
Trying
sickening
to rip it off.
tears right off. Bloody mess where it used to be. The creature goes mad, thrashing around on the ground. But now Evelyn has a shot.
Kill it, Evelyn.
Another
Kill it.
shot rings out. Center of mass again. It's a small caliber hole.
Shall we
Splurts
move
blood.
forward?
Thing to-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Okay. We squeezed
So
all
how
the
many
juice
how
out
many
of that.
strike how many strike did this creature add?
5.
5. Okay, so Brick got 1, Evelyn got
I think
2.
there might have been one more.
Yeah.
Unless I got 2 off with the wrench and the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that might have been killing. I think that kills the fish actually.
Yeah.
I remember Evelyn killing it.
I think that might have been the killing blow.
Yes, that was a
We'll
killing
never
blow.
know.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I rewatched it, and that was the killing blow.
Yeah.
And but I like. I think there was a lot of good stuff in that scene.
Mhm.
In that fight scene, and
Mhm.
it's fairly short still,
Mhm.
but it was a lot of like like the jamming in the thumb, the pulling on
Yeah.
the light, the throwing the chair, like Brick trying to unlock the door, right?
Loved it.
Evelyn repositioning herself because she's gonna get a shot. a lot of movement, a lot of different thing. I think it was a very good action scene.
That's why I liked it too.
Hold out blood.
It just felt like it was. I don't know. I was having an easier time picturing everything.
I would say that's our first like maybe our only like proper fight too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know
Proper
how
fight.
many other
Oops.
real straight up fights there are in the game.
Right.
Like fist fight, like brawl.
I don't know, just like generally, what other fights did we have? Maybe
Oh, we
the
had a
other one
bunch
would
of
be
shootout.
Eli. Yeah, the shootout. That's
Yeah.
another one I was thinking.
Yeah.
When Eli's when there's, I guess you said there were like some clones. It's the clone spot.
Yeah.
Or
And we
it was like
we had
the
shootout.
dumps, the salvage yard or whatever.
We had shootout
There's a
with
shootout
Red as
there.
well when we
Yeah.
were like at the Shear's place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just quick.
That was a good one too.
This one was a little more drawn out, and it was hand to hand. So
Yeah.
memorable.
For sure.
Okay. Next one. This is episode 11.
I got an episode 8 one though.
Oh, you do?
Oh.
Okay. What do you
Yeah.
got? So
It's over.
ooh, I have
had it.
one at episode
Oh,
8.
no. Okay, can
An
you do
hour
yours?
40.
Yeah, I'm about there maybe.
Maybe about there, an hour 40.
Do yours, and I bet I'm like right next to it.
Okay, let me just get to it here. Hold on.
It's funny that we got all the same, eh?
Yeah, it's really it's funny that it's
It's this. It was the scene where we're like investigating the apartment with the slime.
Oh yeah, that was a good scene.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's a little
It's like right before I die, but
right.
I really liked this.
And I
scene.
had the part where you died. Right.
Okay.
That's
So I'm probably like 10 minutes before you.
okay.
I thought it was like an hour 30.
What Richard's saying, like about building NPC. If you want to put it on the screen and maybe read it,
Yeah.
because I cannot read.
Sure.
So like building this NPC might be better template for story as well. For a longer game, recurring encounters make for a confident player interaction in the future. And that's something that for this campaign, I feel like we didn't have many recurring characters, NPCs.
Yeah.
There were a lot of them was disposable, but like we didn't move a lot around a lot. Like we try not to have recurring, I guess.
Obviously,
enemies.
Evelyn and
Evelyn.
The enemies
And-
were not repeating it.
Yeah, like Sheer, we had like a few session where we'd come back and stuff like that, but like we didn't have like arc with enemies, right? We didn't have like arch enemy that followed us around, but that also was the part of what we're doing. Like,
Ragnar, are you Black Lodge's friend that I met
Yes.
there? I'm sorry,
Oh,
yes,
I apologize for forgetting what your name was. It was-
it's a
Ragnar
long time.
Texas.
I'm old and
Yeah.
stupid. I will
We
go
had-
along, Colin.
We had
If
some
I can.
we had some
All
potential
right, yeah, good seeing you. Glad to see you here.
we had some potential for a nemesis.
Mhm.
Let me just remind you, we had Divot as a
Yep.
nemesis, an enemy that had means, right, and ambition. You had not an individual NPC, but you had an organization that was a nemesis.
Yes,
Maybe
and the
even
Solaris.
one.
If we had all died, Solaris, I'm sure would have come back to hunt us.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Because they're big and powerful and global. Like Divot is like a local power, right? So once we leave its sphere of influence, then we're kind of done. Solaris was a big one, but
Mhm.
and it's something we're still worried about. Like the whole reason we wanted to get a new island ship was because Solaris was on
after you.
the Horizon's ass, right? And
Yep.
and we
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
use their
right.
gate.
And we had we were the only lead to this like super high tech and
Yeah.
research project that they had. So
That's right.
they were hunting us actively. It was like a priority. At least I think it was. Who knows?
I think this is the section here. I had started it at around an hour 40.
I wish I had the time. I might have it on my phone.
Open immediately at the talking, and eyes wide. He lunges towards.
Okay, this is actually the end of it. So go back about like 3 minutes. 23. Yeah, that's fine.
Shotgun lifted up, showing them
Okay,
I'm ready.
I'm sorry. 20 seconds more back.
20 seconds. Well, we almost hit it right on the money.
Yeah, maybe 30 seconds back. But so what's happening is we have entered this. We've got this lead. Kind of forgot it was like a dock worker or something that was sick.
Yep.
Oh yes.
And,
I really love that scene just before when we're about to leave and we get some food and we're about to go to the elevator, and then we're like in the queue for the elevator. We hear some people, and then we just like turn around and go investigate. I really like that scene too. And
I really liked. I wish we would highlight this one, but it's pretty. We might be talking about the same thing, but it's like we're just kind of walking around, and then like we walk by this food truck and not get fish or something. It's just like this really cool, like casual scene where we're just walking. We don't really kind of aimlessly, but we still are like developing. I don't know. It's like really developing the relationships between these characters, these three. But anyways, so the scene is. I wanted to point out how it's kind of like a 4D version of being tactical and stealthy. That's what I really liked about it.
Okay. Let's watch it.
It's pretty familiar.
Or in character.
Walking in.
Yeah.
Sitting in the small kitchenette of this 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment, just very small, like a studio, an ashtray with the remnants of a cigarette.
Perfect.
Still smoldering.
So we realize he's
Pointed
here.
out to Brick.
We just realize he's here. I'm just pointing it out. This is exactly what I wanted to look at.
Okay.
I look at
Maybe
it
like
and
this.
stop. I nod and I keep the shotgun lifted up, showing them that I'm ready. Falling
Evelyn
out.
picks up on the cue. A gun appears in her hand.
I point towards where the bedroom is.
I slowly move toward there, quietly.
We're still doing
I
systems.
stay still, not trusting my own ability to stay quiet.
I move there, like not making a noise. I peek inside.
The bed, small bedroom, dark. The window blinds black out. No light penetrates in. A very small night light on the stand shows the current time. On the bed, a form lies, breathing deeply.
Muggy air in the apartment building. Start sweating. Brush my brow.
I love that.
This is pretty awesome scene, right?
This
it's
is
very-
so good.
It's such a good scene.
The idea that a player would take it upon themselves to say, I'm feeling uncomfortable, but doing it in a way that's visible to everywhere. So like I'm sweating, I wipe the sweat off my brow. You know, it's the tense. My hands slick on the shotgun. It's just good.
And you're describing it really well, by the way.
I'm with my sleeve, waiting for Alan to say something.
Wasn't there something about the fridge? There was like a
I think we moved.
no,
well,
no, no,
we
that was
moved into
something
the
else.
bedroom.
Yeah, that was something. I'm confusing sessions.
It might be later.
One shifts to the side.
I bring my gun close to the head of the form with one hand. And I grab my other hand and I lift him the cover a bit.
His body covered in, first of all, no clothes on his chest. His chest rises and falls. Small reflective scales on a slimy surface of his chest. The cover of the bed is sticky as it comes off of his sweating form.
Like I don't know what it is. I could totally picture this.
I know. I really like the way Max. I don't know. Maybe it's underrated. The whole like physically role playing. You know, like the shit. Like I can imagine exactly what, because he's showing me.
Anyways,
I
freaking
yeah,
amazing.
I just clit a lot.
You sweat.
It changes slightly.
Not seeing Alan anymore at the doorway, I risk walking up to the door. I'll make it a 4.
Success.
Better. See? Now I'm saying success and failure again.
This is a very tense
And
scene. I make like a tiny sound. I pause for a moment and then I'm able to walk up to the doorway without making too much noise.
Keeping my gun close to his head, I just like look over my shoulder and like when I see Brick, I say like, I just like sign like to come, but like to be quiet.
I go like this. You're good. You got this.
Okay, this is fine. Oh man, great character.
So cool. It's in character, like relationships happening. We're stealthily entering and clearing a room.
You found the
Descriptions are
monster.
freaking awesome. It's super immersive.
The
And it's just
monster
such,
is
like, a
still
little
asleep.
scene. And in a 2D game, this would be like I roll stealth check.
Yeah.
And then I would just tell you a story
And-
about
yeah.
you being
There's a lot of
stealthy.
again, there's a lot of tension in that scene, right? Like,
yeah,
you know, like
it is.
it's all like those like pre-combat scene, right? When you know, like just take a little thing, a little incident, and you're gonna be in a world of hurt.
And it's like roll stealth. Okay, then roll initiative. That's the
Oh,
equivalent of that on a
no.
2D game.
Watch what happens when this goes to
Oh geez.
when,
rolled a
when
1.
everything hits the fan here in another couple seconds.
Keep my shotgun ready.
Evelyn walks behind, also trying to be stealthy as she steps through,
Also doing mechanics though. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
appearing in the
That's the other
doorway,
reason I liked it.
the gun in hand, behind Brick. The breathing on the bed changes again.
I look over my shoulder quickly, and I just like raise my shoulder. Like, where are we now?
I love this.
Yeah.
This is the planning. Like, okay, now what?
There's
How
no
are they
you
going to do
can't
this without
plan.
waking him up?
So in our game, you can't plan without and be quiet. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's more tension. It's like Alan
planning
has to
is
figure
good.
it out, or he has to be a little noisy,
Yeah.
and it ends up biting us.
The plan is in character. The
Mhm.
planning has to be done in character.
And now, if they plan out loud, which they have to, well, they don't
will.
have to. I guess they.
We're
Guess
gonna.
what happens?
I say, baby, kill it.
Maybe we can have answer.
Is he still? You think he's still a fish monster?
The,
That kind of
Bruce
raspy
back,
voice.
eyes open.
And Crispy
on the-
rightly wakes him up.
As soon as they talk out loud with
Yeah.
the door open, and Max is in the room, like he stepped
Yeah.
into the room to take the sheets off the bed.
Yeah.
I didn't. You notice I didn't roll for that. I was like,
Nah,
no,
fuck that.
I don't
Yeah,
have to
no,
roll.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I was still on my stealth roll, right? Like a crit on
Yeah.
stealth, so I assume, like, you know,
Well,
that
it doesn't make
scene-
you talk without making noise.
no, like at that point, I break. No, I said for the sheet, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that's. But at some point when we start talking, yes, then we
Yeah.
break stealth.
In the dim light, the reflection of the eye is like a shark. There's no iris. It's all black. Eyes open immediately at the talking, and
The talking.
eyes wide.
Perfect.
He lunges towards the small nightstand with the small bed clock or the little clock alarm on it, digital display.
He's
All
got
right.
it. It's a clock over there.
I know. I was like, again,
It's nitpicky.
that's
It's imperfect, people. We're-
so
we're
angry
human.
at myself right there. That's the expression of me
That
being
is-
so mad. It's an alarm clock. You
Say
absolute
clock, Crispy.
bell end. What is wrong with you?
I yell immediately like, "Don't be fucking stupid! I got a gun on you."
Excellent. Excellent. Instead of me just saying, roll initiative now.
Yeah. But are you fast enough?
But remember, he's lunging towards this nightstand.
That's true.
Yeah.
Why is he lunging towards the nightstand?
Oh, I know
he's
why.
got, I think he's got the pills there, right?
You got the pills.
Moves
there.
anyway.
I shoot him in the, not in the face. I'm aiming for like, kind of like shoulder or some shit like that.
Some shit like that. I could have cut that.
Probably not needed, Matt.
The best filler words of all.
I
Some
miss.
shit.
I hit like the floorboard.
Part of the floor explodes up in dust.
I said,
He-
next one is for your fucking face.
He reaches at scrambles for the nightstand, falls off the bed, pulling the drawer of the nightstand out as he does so. The
so
slimy
cool.
hand.
I move into the
You're so
to
good,
the
Crispy.
room, cocking my shotgun audibly.
I love that. The things you do make sound, and it's so evocative. Everyone knows what the slide of a shotgun moving sounds like, right? Everyone knows that. In fact, I think I even have that saved here. Yeah,
Oh wow.
it's so distinctive, right?
Do you just have a gun under your desk?
So no, that's I mean,
just a mic'd up gun.
maybe I do. Don't come at me.
At least
but
one.
just so so good. I love it when players do that. I just love that. You know?
If you
Just
don't
great.
enjoy the atmosphere, like what are
And
you doing?
And I like Phil, I like how you said you didn't forget. You're not in the room. You know, this is all theater of the mind. We don't have a grid out. But the players are remembering where they are. Alan's in the room. He's at the foot of the bed. He just blasted the floor next to the bed trying to shoot this guy. The guy's in between the bed and the wall, right next to this nightstand. Phil remembers that he and Evelyn are outside the room, so he steps into the room and racks the shotgun. So good.
And I train it on him. I say, "Don't fucking move."
I love it. The dialogue choices, excellent.
It's a little bit of Tino right there.
Yep, I love it. the Kiernan coming out, right?
Yeah.
He's there, face down on the ground, his back covered with slime and scales. Under his
I
body,
go-
he's got something. The drawer of the nightstand.
I go to kick him, give him a kick, and
Kick.
trying to get him off the nightstand.
So you guys picturing that? I had pictured it. He grabs the nightstand, he pulls the drawer right
Yeah.
out and lands.
Oh
on it.
yeah.
And he
And
was
I'm gonna
on the
make that a
floor
5.
covering something.
Yeah,
Success.
He's covering something underneath.
Some kind
So
of
I
weird,
give him a kick with my heel,
semi
trying to roll over.
silvery blob. That's what
Yep.
I'm imagining.
Yep, me too.
Well, he was kind of like turned back
Air
to
leaves
human
his-
halfway
Yes, he
there,
was in the
right?
process of
Yeah.
turning back into human.
In my head, the sheets are like almost see through because of this
Oh, yeah.
slime.
Just slime.
It's like
They're wet.
Sticking into them.
It smells like wet fish.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Lungs.
And then I go to
Takes
grab
a
the
strike.
nightstand.
I say, you better say something, otherwise, I'm just gonna assume you're some crazy monster, man.
He turns around as he's being wrestled off the
That's
nightstand.
that's Brick.
He turns his head around. Clasped in his teeth is a glowing blue pill. He smiles and crunches down on the pill. Evelyn screams when she sees
We're
the pill.
both like, I guess we have
Look
to
at
kill
Max,
this
look at
guy.
Max here. He's like,
Max is pissed he has to kill a man. And so am
Oh.
I. I'm like, why do we have to kill again? It's
these
great.
guys are fanatics. Like they're not.
It's still people. Most of
They
the
are
time.
still people. Yeah, most of the time.
Most of
When they're not fish.
Technically.
When they're not sharky.
Yeah.
The tuna.
Again.
I look at Alan and then I just shoot.
This is so good, Phil.
This is like panically. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
What do we do, man?
What are we doing?
Because also, like, neither of those characters are like cold-blooded killer, right? Just
No.
At that point, anyway. A little later, like the
Later they
Guess
are.
they
I
get
got a mulligan on the what's his name? Forgot his name. The robot.
Oh yeah.
Red.
No,
No. Oh yeah, no, the
Parasite.
divot.
David. There it
Yeah,
is.
you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, it's true. You went like full-blooded killer with this
Mhm.
guy. Yeah, but he was kind of a robot.
Shoot him.
Yeah.
The
I'm
shotgun.
shooting as well.
Just like blowing him away. Just
That again, like feel
it's
like,
like
kind of
5 shots.
kind of
It's so
Tarantino kind of fucking vibe too, right? Like there's those
Yeah.
two guys like that are trying to have a talk, and then like, all right, the guy doesn't want to listen, like, and they both shoot at the same time.
Just unload. Like the flurry of violence.
Well, that's my season. I don't. If you guys want to keep watching, I'm fine. But
Well, the one I wanted, we'll just fast forward a little bit here, Phil, because what I wanted to watch is at 140. So there's this guy, he transforms,
guy.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, start right around 140. That's probably close enough. We'll go forward a little bit. Crashes a little bit in, crumpling the small refrigerator. A hideous smell issues from the refrigerators,
There it is.
rotten food, just sitting there, wafts out. Evelyn gags.
I elect instead to charge at the shark,
This is a heroic moment.
slam, pulling out my wrench, slamming it into the back of his head.
Oh, too bad. It was almost a crit.
with a sickening wet thud.
The wrench smashes into its head, bludgeoning force. The shark's head.
Okay, you already said that.
did
I
you
shouldn't have.
explain it? Did you re-describe my action?
I re-narrated. Okay. Don't re-narrate.
There you go.
Don't do that. Okay, don't do that.
It's like
You already said it. You already
I like it when you say it.
just decide who's going to describe successes, who's
Yeah.
describing failures. Then you both get a chance to narrate. Don't step on each other's toes. Just keep it at that. Dips down. Its massive jaws forced closed from the force of that hit. In its death throes, it reaches out, raking at Brick. But it's disoriented. And its claws is okay. I caught something here.
There we
So
go.
in Easy D6, a 3 usually hits the players. Okay, that's usually the target number. A 3 or higher hits players. What Brick did there was he rolled his armor, right? So you took a strike there.
Mhm.
But it wasn't clear when I watched it again. As big as it is, it's at a disadvantage within the confines of a small. Oh, okay. So I gave it disadvantage, so it missed. It just straight up missed. Studio. Pieces of flimsy kitchen cupboard, get ripped off the wall and scattered across the room. Evelyn holds her fire, not wanting to hit Brick or Alan.
As that thing fall down, like I step on his with my
So it's
heel on
her
his head.
fault.
It's always Evelyn's fault.
Like,
It's,
how many of those fucking thing there is?
I say, I'm breathing heavily, and I go, "Whew, that wasn't such a chore." And I smack him one more time in the head, just to double tap him. Make sure his brains are good and splattered.
His left hand, this massive left-handed talon opens. A device thuds onto the ground.
I wonder what that device
Should
could
be my
be.
tip of my shoe.
Try to identify it as quickly as I
What's that?
can.
Kind of stepped over you there,
Explosive.
Matt. Thanks.
I say, "It's a bomb! It's a bomb!"
perfect.
Evelyn
reaction.
dives for cover behind the flimsy cupboards.
Try to jump to get behind a couch.
I run to the bedroom.
I should have
and
tried to throw the
jump
bomb
behind
out.
the bed.
Yeah, I thought someone would kick the bomb out because this was happening right in
Okay.
front of the front door.
Make your
That's
your
happened when
armor
you're-
save, your miraculous save.
When you react in the moment, right? When
Yeah,
the urgency.
everyone just runs.
All right.
You don't know how long you have, you know?
I'll make that a 6.
I know I'm dead right here.
The explosion blows out the remaining windows
Let me,
in the.
I'm sorry. Let me hear.
Yeah. Oh,
I think-
that was you in the video saying, "I'm sorry." Okay,
Hero
that's
die.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a hero die.
Yeah.
Keep that.
The explosion, concussive blast, it blows out all of the windows on the entire floor. Evelyn has just a fraction of a second before the blast obliterates the cupboard that she was hiding behind, sending splinters of wood straight through her body. Brick is plastered against the wall as the explosion flattens him against the wall, banged up. Even in the bedroom, the interior walls are not enough for the explosion. But other than the
My
ringing in
face
his
like I
ears,
swallowed a fart.
Yep.
Alan is unharmed.
So he made his miraculous save.
Evelyn has 2 strikes. Brick has 2 strikes.
2 additional strikes.
I've
With the raining in my head,
I was about to take another action there.
I just like push back the mattress that I use as cover, and I
Like
go
that.
back to the room. I say, Brick, Evelyn, you all right?
I have
Evelyn
a,
groans from the floor. I'm hit. I'm hit.
Twice we step on you.
I have a. It's not my turn. I don't know if I'm doing too good. And there's a
I love this. I love this part. That's why I chose this part.
splintered piece of a table sticking through my chest. And I say, Alan,
I run to Brick.
shut my eyes. Oh my God.
Lean
Breathing
over
my
to
last
him.
breath.
I love how he called out for Alan. His last breath.
Yeah.
So don't you fucking die on me, man.
And then he just removes himself from the. It's so good.
Wow.
then we
he's
had-
saying,
and-
don't you fucking die on me.
And then gone.
Yeah.
Gone. And then we had an entire session after this, which was just Max and I.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
a great session too.
Anyway, I just love that. That was.
Well, let's watch Alan cry about me.
Did I even pick any of those? I don't think I did. Yeah, I really like the session, but it's a.
I mean, the
my
next
favorite
5
part,
seconds-
I couldn't find it, but what I was looking for in that session, I was really proud of myself for remembering the coffee maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
the
that was
coffee
so great.
maker, the coffee maker shows up because it was delivered.
yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. That's
And
so
now
And that become a whole thing.
it became a thing, right? It just became
Yeah.
this recurring thing, like the coffee maker that Brick had ordered, splurged on some fancy schmancy thing.
Yeah. I remember Alan throwing the old coffee maker outside
Yeah.
of the ship
Yeah.
in frustration.
yeah.
Like
And
that, it was a great session. I didn't pick any moment in that
I didn't
because
either.
it felt like a bit self-indulgent.
Oh, true.
But
True.
even
There's
for
a
my
lot
for
of
me,
good
right?
parts in that episode, though.
It was good.
I
though.
like the coffee maker, and I also like how later. And this is way later, but Frankie's looking for the coffee. He's like, "Where's
Oh,
my
yeah.
coffee maker?"
Yeah. You just came back to that. So
It's
this
actually Frankie's old shit scrapyard coffee maker.
this one
Scrap.
here, I believe, is an argument between Alan and Eli.
Yes.
Nice.
I think that's
When-
the next one that you guys wanted to take a look at.
Yeah. That's
So
me that
okay.
queued that up
Let's see
because
here.
that's I queued that up because I think it was a good Phil is coming back with a new character, and this is the first session that we meet,
Mhm.
and things don't necessarily go super well between the two, right? There's a lot of like that's
Mhm.
kind of like character versus character attention,
Mhm.
and for good reason. And I don't know, I really love that scene where just like we almost fought there. We almost
Yeah,
kicked Eli out of the ship at some point, right? So
Mhm.
it's true.
could have been like, oh, Phil, you're coming with
I
this new
almost
character, but
murdered Alan and took
Yep.
over the horizon.
the ship. Yeah.
'Cause I don't have another option to keep my ward safe.
So it's again a
So-
case where like there's a lot of tension there. Thing could have gone a lot of different way.
I wonder if
And
we had it in us to do those things though, like in reality,
I
meta
did.
wise.
I would have kicked your character out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's let this roll for a bit. See what happens.
To these food chips.
I look at Evelyn like
Evelyn
suspicious.
shares a meaningful look with Alan. And
All right.
she heads back towards engineering, shaking her head.
Could use a little air down here. There's a lot of farting going on.
My
Food
wife
chips
watched
are very
this
stinky.
and she laughed and laughed and laughed. I could hear her laughing in the other room, and I'm like, "What? What happened? What's going on?" And I thought it was just the married thing where you send each other reels, you know.
Yeah.
But no, she was watching the session. She's like, she caught Phil saying, "It's the farts. It's a lot of farting down here."
If that's unclear.
I point at the Eli. I say, remember, now it's like my ass on the line, right? I fucking like become an accomplice of your abduction shit for some reason.
Oh, not for some reason. There's a promise of money. Remember?
I guess that's the
Agreed.
reason, but there's a also bigger promise of money if I give you up, right?
So
But I
as soon
decided,
as
I decided to side with you.
right, as soon as the consequences of your actions caught up to you, you decided to point the finger at me, huh? That's fine. I'll get off at the next stop.
It's not the consequence of my action, man. It's a consequence of you trying to reach out when like I told you just stay put. I like
I
that,
had
like
the
you know,
solution to your problem.
those two characters that just met, right? And
So I'm finding this very funny and very good.
yeah,
And the hard thing here, game masters, anyone who's still watching, keep your mouth shut. Okay. This is the hardest thing I have to learn. I'm still working on it.
There's an argument. I guess this might be meta, and maybe it's in the GM's wheelhouse that they should do it. But if we are about to kill each other, there's an argument for you to do a push, I would say.
yes,
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
Have an NPC do something like, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Cause a catastrophe to bring the characters together or something.
Yeah.
but I like
Like
this idea that just because you are new PCs, right, doesn't mean we're gonna get along, right? There's a lot of tension, sizing up each other. They both out like
Yeah,
they're, you know,
Yeah, you're right, Max. Let the relationship develop as it develops.
Yeah, just like
Maybe
planning.
it never does. Then, okay.
come up with my own solution or at least discuss them. I don't like solution to be imposed on me when it's
Oh,
my ass
really? I
on the
thought
line.
you were the looks of the group.
Also have to take care of my skin, right? Not just like the moisturizing.
Lisa thought that was hilarious. That was so funny.
Not just moisturizing. That's hilarious.
It's not just moisturizing, but I thought it was great because it's in the context of this argument between the two of you, and it's like, yeah, you know what, Mr. Farts guy, it's not just, you know.
And I head to
Point
back toward
taken.
I head back toward the bridge. And Eli is such a shit man in that, like, you know, like, oh, as soon as the consequence of your action come to you, you blame me, right? It's like such like a
No.
basic bitch manipulator. It's like,
Exactly.
He is.
And Eli was 100% guilty there.
Yeah,
100%.
he's a lying. He's fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
he's
liar.
a lying piece of shit, and Alan is not having it. And Alan is like, he's usually such like the easygoing guy, right? Just like, you know, going with the flow and stuff like that. But now Eli managed to fucking piss him off, and you know, he crossed the line there. I like that
Yeah.
scene for that.
It's a good scene. I think it's a good scene to share too, because this shows that you can have that conflict between characters and not have it stray into conflict between players. We're like,
Yeah.
no, man, this is just the characters. It's not, we're not. Phil's not trying to be oppositional
I'm
here.
currently eyeballing Max in the StreamYard, going, "What a bitch!"
Yeah.
I'm just-
Oh, like, That's the thing, you don't come like complaining like, oh, why are you being such a bitch to my character, man? Like I'm just like I broke my character and you're gonna kick him out? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna kick
part of
him
the
out.
game.
Yeah.
If your character act like
He
an
almost
asshat,
killed us. Yeah, he almost
Yeah.
killed us. So he's going to meet the airlock without a suit.
he might be doing some child trafficking, or he
He
don't
might be
know.
doing exactly. Exactly. It's a completely believable.
We have a duty to realize he's not child trafficking.
Exactly.
Right.
That anything else there? That I love that exchange. It's a really good exchange.
that was a short one. I
So
just really love that exchange.
let's go to our next Eli clip. What would that be? I wonder.
I got another Eli clip in the tank.
Oh, you do? Okay. I think that was which one was that? That was
I'm on episode 13.
13. Let's do it. Okay.
Okay. 13. It's like 139.
Okay. Right on. We'll share this. I'm
This
at
is
206
when we're kind of
Yeah.
making the deal.
at 139.
Yeah. And like I'm kind of coming to terms with
Oh yeah.
What-
Yeah.
what the girl wants.
Okay.
I
here
don't
we
know.
go.
It's just I don't know. I love it.
Let's watch a little bit of this.
I hope that I got it right the time. We'll see.
This isn't a place for you.
Yes.
What
This
do
is
you
it.
mean? She says.
She's alone. She's mother. I know she's
She
your
won't be-
mother, but
She won't be alone. I'll be here with her, she says, her eyes glowing this strange blue.
you deserve a real life, Jeannie.
But this is a real life. I feel home here. You can stay too.
I also
ask
You
her
really
understand
like,
that
I also really like Alan. Like he's just kind of like witnessing this whole thing, and
Mhm.
I don't know. It's like he doesn't really have any like a dog. I don't know how to describe it, but he's still like
He doesn't really have a horse in the
has, like,
race, but
emotional
yeah.
like link to
No,
it.
but
It's
Alan is
interesting.
also like,
It's just interesting to
he's
see
also
how
like-
Max plays it. So I'm saying.
yeah.
So what's happening here is that this little girl, an orphaned girl who had been the subject of some experiments, she can warp jump fields with her brain. So she's this huge threat to, or asset,
Yeah.
depending on how you look at it, to the
She has a mutation that allows it.
yeah. The
then-
mutation was actually sequenced into her from an alien code. And
Oh,
now
okay.
the mother that she's talking about is the source of that genetic mutation.
I never realized that the alien was the source of the code.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a kinship, and they had some sort of ability to communicate with each other because of the mutation.
Right. Yeah, I actually had it in my head. It was because there was a research ship here,
Yeah.
and that they were harvesting material from this alien vessel,
Oh yeah.
and she was one of the only successful experiment. Anyway, look
What
at
you gonna
Alan.
do?
Like, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna
man?
try to help, but it's risky. Maybe it's better if you're not together. Something goes bad.
She looks concerned for the first time since stepping onto this organic
He's
vessel.
tired.
She looks between Mother,
It's an intense moment
Eli,
for me.
and
That.
Alan.
Look at
Please help Mother, Uncle Eli.
Jeannie and say, "Hey, we're gonna help her. All right." Put my hand on her head. We're
She
gonna help
smiles.
her, and everything's gonna be fine. I'm worried about you. I
Oh.
know that this looks very glamorous here, but there's so much to enjoy about a life as a human that you'll never get to experience.
I see how what you were saying, Phil. There's an
yeah.
interesting callback to this with the junkie girl.
Yeah. This is the scene that I was talking about that when I realized that there's kind of like a mirroring between Naomi, which is the person that ends up getting downloaded into our ship,
Yeah.
and I totally forget this name. Ginny.
Ginny. Yeah.
Experience.
I have experienced life with humans, Uncle Eli. They were mean. They hurt me.
Just like Naomi.
They're not all like that.
It's true.
No, there's Evelyn and Alan with his smelly cigarettes. And of course, you, Uncle Eli. But then she looks back. But I feel home here. This is where I belong.
I step away from the
That's what I'm talking about.
screen, and I start heading toward where we came from, back
A
to the horizon.
fleshy lid closes over the transparent. The sphincter that had closed behind and the corridor opens.
I'm slowly walking there.
Look at the creature.
Its expressionless face looks back. With one hand, it reaches out, multi-segmented, too many joints.
This is
The
a
hand
cool
opens up.
creature, by the way.
Ginny rushes to the hand, presses
Looks
its
evil.
unnatural
Yeah, it does.
dark face
So
or
that's so
dark
cool.
skin towards her little cheek, nuzzles into it.
Like Geiger.
Yeah.
Creature
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
gentle.
Gives those vibes.
I say it's safer for her to stay here while we disarm the ship or disarm the bomb.
The alien just looks expressionless back.
I love that it does that.
Oh, Uncle Eli,
It
I know
doesn't
you can do
respond.
it.
It's so alien.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Great job,
Turn
Crispy.
to walk out.
That was an interesting, very interesting moment. It was, yeah, that was a good one.
The other part of this that I wanted to show is when like Eli's talking about like that he'll be the one that disarms the bomb. I don't know if it's before this or after this, but like he has no skill in doing it at all. He's just
No.
like agreeing to potentially die and do his best.
Mhm.
Kind of
Is that
crazy.
here?
I think it is the complex task. Yeah. But this is disarming.
Reveals
it.
an-
I was more talking about when he agrees to do it.
He
Probably.
agrees. I'll go and do this. Yeah. And he didn't know what he was doing. Yeah. That was good. Yeah.
Anyways, can you
All
find
right.
that spot that like it's kind of
Let's see if we can.
Logical shit.
I'll trust your judgment.
I have my helmet on. I attach the
It was
belt
right before this.
to my suit.
Hell of a thing for the kid to stay there.
Yeah, hell of a thing.
Eli
Well,
hates
she's got my lucky hat.
fucking what's her
Sure, she'll
name?
be fine.
Yeah, he does. He just hates Evelyn.
She's where she wanted to be, I guess.
She's too nosy.
Strange. Okay.
I'm in the
You ready to go?
engineering room. I'm in the engineering room. Open up the drawers. Pull out some
Yeah, 5
universal
minutes earlier,
spanners.
probably. Or maybe a couple minutes earlier. I don't know. It's like we probably should have just never stopped it.
Yeah.
Here?
There's a safe place for her inside the ship.
She
We
looks
have
rapidly between Alan and Eli. Confused.
Just play for minutes.
Huh?
we got a job to do.
Yeah. I start climbing up the ramp, lighting up my cigarette as I enter the ship. I wonder what happened to Eli.
Walk over towards
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, he's stuck with it. Stuck with the alien.
the suits. pick out the one that looks like it has the best integrity.
Whatever.
Put it on.
That was the end of the conversation. Listening, it's
Okay.
like we got a job to do.
We got a job to do. Let's do it. Yeah.
If you can, I would like to hear it. If you don't mind continuing to find it.
I think it must be just back here.
Yeah, maybe. I think that we should just never stop the tape.
And to walk out and then
Oh, here we go.
Eli just looks expressionless back at Eli. Go, Uncle Eli. I know you can do it.
Yeah, let's watch from here.
I turn to walk out and then look back at Jeannie and I say, be good, kid. All right. I'll see you in a little while.
Okay, Uncle Eli, she says, already focusing in on the
You have to
Face
imagine
of
Robert
creature as
Redford saying these things.
bends its multiple joint
don't know who that
legs to
is.
get close to her.
It's this dude.
I'm sitting on the
Turn
the
and
ramp
walk
of the horizon, waiting for Eli. I undid the front of my suit, open on my tank top underneath, one of my hand inside.
I'm walking back towards the ship. I feel the orifice like close behind me.
The wet
And,
sound. It closes up.
See Alan. I say,
It might be way
Think-
earlier.
I think she's going to help us leave. Guess it's a she.
You think I can smoke in there?
I say go for it. We are disarming a nuclear bomb for her and everything.
Yeah, I'd rather do
walk
it.
past him up the ramp.
Rather have a last cigarette and think in case thing goes wrong.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Evelyn waiting at the top of the ramp.
Yeah,
Where's
it
the
must have
girl?
been earlier.
Eli?
No, it's
Alan,
right here. It's right here.
Alan, where's Ginny?
No,
With
it's
her
fine.
mother.
So, anyways, you just pause that. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
The there's a part where they're like discussing who's going to be the one to go, and it's like, you should go, and then Eli's like, yeah, piece of cake. I should do it all the time. It's just like in my head, I felt like, and I wanted to ask Max, like in that situation, is there like an understanding with Alan that he's like, okay, Eli knows he's probably gonna die, or does he just like,
no,
okay, Eli
I
does
thought
know,
maybe
that's
you
good.
would know. I thought maybe you didn't know about the bomb and shit like that, but like Alan wouldn't have gone. I don't
Yeah.
think so. Or maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe he would have in the moment. Because it's not really his fight, right? It's not really his you should be the
Right.
one taking the risk. I
That's
think that
why
was
he's
fair.
good, and that's Eli's thinking as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he doesn't think you know how to disarm a nuclear bomb. Like, why would you?
No, I definitely don't. And I would have said that if she like, can you go? I said like, I have no clue what I'm doing there.
Anyways, enough time looking through timestamp
Yeah,
that
sorry,
I
I
couldn't
couldn't
find on my own because I'm a scumbag.
All right, guys. I think I have one more left in me. I'm
Yeah.
fading fast. I'm sorry. Sick. All right.
Is it a Frankie?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think. Let's see. What else do we have?
Should we watch
Session
the end?
18 is what I'm
Okay.
at. Session 18. I think this is it. I think this is one that Max had too, actually.
Oh, that's probably like the attack on Bassos.
Yeah, I think this is on the bar. This bar, seconds away.
Yep.
Guys, I know I said that before, but now I mean it for real. You want to hang on to something. And I have like the
Buckle in.
horizon.
What I like about this scene is like it was quite the curveball to basically everybody, I guess, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Took everyone by surprise.
Put my seatbelt as well, my like full harness, and I have the Horizon lean down very hard, and I ram the front of the bar.
Success. I was like, how do I adjudicate that? I mean, he's flying a spaceship into a dive bar. I was like, I'm in my mind, it's a much tougher, it's made of tougher stuff than the dive bar. So I'm
Well,
like,
especially since you described the dive bar as like very shady,
it
right?
was,
Like a
yeah,
little
it was,
shack.
it was a shack basically.
The hardened hull
But,
plates of the
Ship's not as sturdy as the planet.
No,
No, but like I know I like kind of went it down and
Yeah.
from the front.
Yeah. that's how I pictured it. I'm like, okay, how would that work? This is good. Very surprising, very creative. Take the flimsy. See, Alan Richer is graduated from the Japanese School of Piloting. You're never out of bullets or bombs. You always have one left.
Yeah, well,
plastic door and chain link covered window in stride, bashing into the front of Basso's bar. The only warning, the crack of the sound barrier breaking as the the Horizon comes streaking in, landing at ground level and smashing into the front of the bar.
and I just like give it a tiny bit of spin so the ramp.
I got that, Phil. That was great. I'm watching you right there. It's like, Phil reacts. Frankie's reacting to the violence of the landing.
The ramp side is on the side of the inside, and I open up the ramp.
Dust, debris
And I undo
everywhere.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
That is the right answer. I feel like there's so many opportunities that are missed when something truly creative happens, and or something shocking or terrifying or something way outside of the norm. You should have your character react as if this is like, are you out of your mind? What are you doing? What was that?
Yeah.
I just love it.
You know, just go, here we go again.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That just happened.
So
Well,
that just happened.
that-
Well, I guess that just happened. Oh, no, you didn't.
That's good.
So good.
Put my seatbelt.
So let's go.
Get out of the chair. There's no time for sober thoughts right now, Mr. Pockets. Come on, let's go save a damsel in distress.
Will you shut the hell up, Red, and go get that girl?
One thing that I like also, like you didn't like Frankie didn't go inside the bar,
Yeah.
but now like just after that thing, you move to the pilot seat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think like that's clever thinking. One thing that
does.
really bothered me though in that scene that I still think about and I'm haunted. I didn't put my shoes before leaving the ship.
Mm.
Oh, and there'd be broken glass everywhere.
Yeah,
But
it
it's a
That'd been
bar.
cool.
hasn't been accounted for, right? And canonically,
been a
like
cool
Alan
part, yeah.
always like take off his shoes when you get in the ship.
Yeah, shoes off in the ship. It's a
Yeah.
rule. I want to watch a little bit more of this because there's a guy that tries to respond, and then you just do the Danny DeVito. So I just started blasting.
I go sit down in the pilot's.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm running out of the ship, my gun in hand.
Follow behind Alan, mine in hand as well.
The door to the office has been smashed apart as furniture and other parts of the main part of the bar have been all displaced by the front half of the Horizon, which then twisted, ripping gashes, and the whole structure now compromised. There on the ground, an overturned chair. Now that the chair is overturned, its bottom facing the ramp of the Horizon, tubes and pipes attached to the bottom of the chair
Whatever.
lead to the floor below.
See, what I think works well with this description is that I'm not saying you see, you see, you see. Don't say you see.
Yeah.
If I'm describing something, it's because you see it.
I'll let you know if I
Well-
see it actually.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can decide if I'm looking at it or not.
Exactly.
yeah,
And maybe you're
I
not
can
even
see it
looking
in my
there.
time. I know
Yeah.
now as a player
Below.
that is there.
That's
That's
there.
existing in the scene, and when my characters see it, then I react to it.
I'm too busy
Few of them
taking
leak.
some lube and getting sprayed in the face or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
King fluids. Another body on the floor starts struggling to its feet. Jerry turns. Jerry struggling to get to his feet,
Jerry.
grabbing at a shotgun.
I point my gun at Jerry, and I yell, "Don't be fucking dumb, Jerry. It's over."
It ain't over. He turns and swings his gun around at Alan.
I blow him
shoot
away.
at him.
I love how disappointed Max is before he has to kill people. It's so
Yeah.
good.
It's like, why does everyone take that option?
Okay. So good.
Success, both. Jerry is
Got it.
riddled. An ineffectual blast that is indistinguishable from the debris and destruction of Basso's bar. He falls.
That's a good one. I love that. I'm putting the ship right into the bar. What? So good.
And I thought that was like a, I don't know, I thought it was a fun action scene, right? And it's very fast. It just
It was.
happened, and then like it's go time, right?
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of a shootout, but like not much.
If I'm saying
Crispy
it,
approved. Yeah. It's crispy approved. I recommend it. I put that on everything, right? I'm the Frank's red hot sauce commercial.
Yeah.
Good. That was
You
good.
don't want to see the end?
Oh, the very end. Should we show
Can
the
we watch
very
the
end?
Oh,
Probably.
when we all die?
Oh, well, at least when Alan dies.
Well,
Oh,
well, yeah, I guess Frankie didn't die technically.
He
not
might
yet. He'll die alone and cold in space.
with lung cancer.
With
Yeah.
lung cancer. He's already terminal.
I
Turn
should have
over
picked
the-
I should have picked some secret reveal scenes. My breadcrumbs.
You know, one thing I regret I regret not having a chance. Well, it's not that I didn't have a chance. I would have, but not actually using the pills that I was carrying on me.
The fish
Pills
bills.
turn into fish. Yeah, the fish
Yeah.
pill. Like I almost did when we were in the office with Chuck, and Chuck was like buttering Frankie,
Yeah.
like during the dumbbell and shit like that.
Yeah, I remember you you definitely mentioned bringing them.
Yeah,
So-
I still like I'm my hand, my pocket. I'm rubbing a little seashell container.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I wanted to keep it like as a, you know, at some point when
What kind of
shit hits the
fish
fan-
would you have been?
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know.
Who gets to pick? Does Max pick the fish? Or does
I
the
was going
No.
to
chick
just
pick the
randomly
fish?
would-
determine it.
I would have let Crispy because like maybe the
One of
pill
those
would have like
goldfish with like the big cheeks.
oh yeah. Maybe the fish would have been maybe the pills would have been
Cuttlefish.
not good anymore, right? Because of the pills had to be like refrigerated and stuff like that. So I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if it would work.
Mhm.
But it could
I
have
just
been no
like
effect.
shitty fish.
Yeah, it could have been a shitty fish. I could have,
An
or I could
octopus.
have maybe I could have been the I don't know. Was it like a link by the pill, or was it linked to who you are as a person?
My thinking it was a DNA splice, so
Oh,
it was linked to whatever creature they
You're
had
saying we all
used.
have latent fish.
Yeah. What fish are you? Take this test. This quiz.
I'm a
It's another
catfish.
Chatelaine
Yeah.
quiz. What fish are you?
Yeah.
No, I think the idea was that it was DNA taken by that mad scientist.
Could have been like an octopus, some shit like that.
Yeah, it could have been. It would have been cool. It would have been cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Cthulhu.
If you ever consider running the same adventure in different systems to see how it affects the game? It's an interesting question.
Problem with that is like we don't have like adventure per se, right? We're not running model and stuff like that.
We could run a module.
We could,
Mhm.
but
Eh,
aren't we too chaotic for that? Like, you know, like
yeah.
Probably.
If I played this game again, I wouldn't want to do the same thing. I would say.
no, exactly.
I'd be being a salvager for real.
It would be interesting
Promise,
though.
Crispy.
You do like the starter adventure for a game and then just change the rules and see how it. You could do that, I suppose. You'd have different characters though, so that's gonna.
But if you have different characters, it's gonna go in different dice roll and different, you know, things gonna go in
Yeah,
different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Keep
don't
the
know.
try to recreate the characters.
Yeah.
I guess the effects would be lethality would change.
Oh yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah. I guess I was about to say, like, I guess rules is not the thing that really affect us, but like I guess
Yeah.
there's a reason why we went with EZD6 and not Traveler, right? I wanted something that was a bit more like a maybe space opera, right? Almost.
Mhm.
So something that a little more like a heroic and chaotic vibe.
Yeah, you get that kind of like generic, capable vibe that you get from like a Star Wars or like people
Yeah.
just kind of know how to do shit.
Yeah. It was more like a Star Wars D6 kind
Yeah.
of feel than a Traveler game where we purposely didn't want a bell curve for this game.
Oh, what about like if we replay the Draw Still game but with another system?
You could try that.
How different would that be?
Very different.
Yeah.
But you could do it. You
Yeah,
could do it.
would definitely change the role of the GM.
Yes.
I didn't know this. Interesting. I didn't know that, Dean.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
shall we watch you guys die?
we don't have to. We
Yeah.
can. I think we should.
You think
What do
you
you want
should?
to do, Max? What do you think?
You don't have to.
We don't have to.
Yeah.
We'll leave it to you, viewers,
They're
to
done.
watch the
People are just gonna,
ultimate
like,
resolution.
Shut it down, Chris.
I don't have much to say about the way that we died that we didn't already say, right? Because we was
We
kind
did
of
talk
recent
about it.
and we talked about it, so I don't have much to add. Do you have anything to add to it, Phil?
Just that in the tweaking sort of vein, I think that we talked about it already before, but one of the issues I think we had was we didn't really stick to our system that well.
Yeah.
And I wish
Yeah.
we would have. I wish we would have actually done the space combat system that we designed.
Yeah.
At least once.
Yes.
I
I
don't think
agree.
we ever did.
And you can see in those earlier sessions, excuse me, you can see in those earlier sessions we were pretty rough on the rules, me especially at times. Like, what am I rolling armor? I shouldn't be rolling armor here.
Yeah.
There was speaking about the rules that were designed for space system, there was one scene I queued, and I called it like "We Are Out of Gas," right?
Yes.
In the document, in the text document that I share.
Mhm.
And yeah, because that's something like I like that scene because those rules with the gas and stuff like that, and we have to roll, like, right? That's what I wanted at some point. Like the horizon, like we were really out of gas, and we're just with the last little push with the momentum that we had, we're heading toward like a container that somebody like indicated, like a contact of Eli told us, I have a container in space. If you go there, there's gonna be fuel in it, right? But just getting there, we had to go like with the last fucking momentum, and we're like basically just drifting in space, hoping to reach in time. But then like missiles were coming at us, and there's like everybody like I'm in the pilot seat, and everybody like, can you do something? And I said, no, I'm out of gas.
Yeah.
So you have to get there, and like Eli goes with the hook to get to pull the container in, and it's just like, no, well, until we refill. And said, well, we won't have time to refill. I said, well,
yeah,
what do you
why?
want me to do?
It's good hanging out with you.
Mhm.
And then, of course, Genie.
Yeah.
Saves all our asses.
Yes, because
That
could
was
have
her
been the
thing
end
all
there.
along, is that excuse me, that was her thing all along, is that she could jump. That was her thing. That's
what a
why
great campaign, Crispy.
this
Great
was a
job,
lot
man.
of fun. You continually surprised me, both of you, and Uriah too. And that was great. I felt like every session, I'm like, okay, I kind of know what the other guys are doing, but I have no idea what the players are going to do. But, and I like that. It's a nice place to be.
Yeah, we really went off the rails on that last section. I feel like
Oh
we
yeah,
were
yeah. He was all
really
over the place.
driving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was good.
A
I
lot.
think that showed that we had got our, well, at least for myself as the rabble rouser, I'd finally got my feet underneath me, and I was confident enough that I didn't feel like I needed to push all the time.
Mhm.
We had talked about that as we went into that last chapter of the game, that last arc. I don't even know what to call it, but the final hurrah, I guess we'll call it, in the hood system.
Yeah.
And we had talked about how hey, you know what, we can back off on the pushes, just react.
Yeah.
And that was good. It worked.
Because that's a big advantage of the
well.
campaign. We can take our time, right? And that's something also we discussed. If we compare like that to the first arc, where in the Evelyn,
Yeah.
where like at some point, like we did a tweaker already on that, so I didn't bring it in there any now. But at some point we got frustrated because it felt like we're trying to do something to establish our character. We want to take our time, right? And then like we're pushed almost like oh, okay, now we have to do that. No, this happened, and we don't really have a choice but to react to that, right? Like we're embarked on something that so big that it cannot be ignored.
And I wonder, and I think we mentioned this in the tweaker, but I think it was more because we are so accustomed to that one shot. So it's like, okay, let's push the plot forward. Whereas like if you allow it, this is another benefit of the campaign. You just allow it to breathe. Like eventually the players will
Well put.
come up with something that's kind of interesting, or I don't know. Like the issue, the first issue I remember talking about was like session 2, where immediately we lost our ship or something, and then you immediately gave us access to our ship. We were like, we kind of wanted to open a taco stand or something.
Yes.
We said something along those lines, like we think about maybe living here for a little bit, like
maybe
see
live
what
here
would
for a
happen.
bit. Yeah.
Do some time skipping, and see what we could build up. But it would have been an interesting.
Get little job that like, oh, now we don't have the ship, let's us spend
Brick's
a few
gonna go
sessions,
be a
like,
mechanic
before
again.
Hmm?
Brick
Yeah.
would have been a mechanic again.
Yeah. Well, or we just have done like some shit job, right? Like bounty
Yeah,
hunting job, or like I don't know. The sheriff was coming to work with us too, so we had like this opening there.
Yeah.
There were lots of branches you could have taken.
Yeah.
And
I wonder what we would have actually done.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find out with a different system.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bastard sword.
Or maybe the same
Coming
system.
up.
Bastard blaster sword.
Yes.
But yeah, and I really like this end of campaign. I like the chaotic energy when being you feel like you're the protagonist of the story. You're driving the plot forward. I love the always calling Sheer. That was
that was hilarious. Yeah. The calls with Sheer. So good.
I really liked Sheer at the end. I didn't really picture him as this kind of like stuck up, like nasally aristocrat wannabe. But when he was presented, I was like, oh yeah, that is really cool. So that's kind of an interesting thing where like you clarifying it made it better, which is cool.
Let me see if I can
This
find
guy.
it.
That's not him.
That's not him. Let me find him.
One other thing while you look for that.
Yeah.
He's cool. He reminds me of Steve Buscemi.
But then he didn't have any of the skills he needed to stay alive in a hostile universe.
I was thinking he was like much more capable than anyone else.
No.
But yeah, he was pretty incompetent. The thing that we talk about a lot is that you don't design stories, and story is the byproduct of a well role played game. And I think that Tim Curry's who I meant. I agree.
Yeah.
And I think that the whole like Naomi and Jeannie having that mirror, and then like just all these different things having mirrors like Brick and I mean I played both the characters,
Frankie.
but Brick and Frankie
Yeah.
clearly had some
Mhm.
similarities, and they knew each other. So
Yep.
I don't know. It just really like at the end, it's kind of cool to look back and see like all these themes I didn't even know were in the game.
That's such a good point, Phil. Like,
Going
it's
through
it's
the
like
whole game.
it's like Shauna used to say, right? The story is afterwards. You talk about it. And you're like,
Yeah.
man, there's some cool things that happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't really go out to create cool things. Good night,
Recognizing.
Dean.
Yeah. And the other thing, I
Um,
think Max mentioned it once, just real quickly. He said, I didn't even realize that I was doing this, where it was like when Red kills Jeannie kills Naomi, puts her in the ship.
Mhm.
And then like, I'm like, are you a psycho? And in that same episode, I'm like laughing maniacally as I'm murdering.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with the
hilarious.
salvage drone.
Yeah.
With Chuck. You're
And
like, wakey,
I'm-
wakey, eggs
I'm
and
killing
bakey.
him and having the best time killing
It's the
this
best
guy.
time ever.
And I go like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's just such an interesting like duality of humanity. It's like, who's more human here? Who's the sociopath here? You know?
I think like in this campaign, there was a lot of fucking interesting character, right? It's like
Yeah.
they all felt like they all have layers and complex personality and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
go like very interesting, like different personality that we saw there, and also like in those team, right? Just like I don't think it was even planned or anything, right? But even like with now,
Definitely
like, that I was thinking about like that, like with Red and with Naomi in the ship now, like
Mhm.
that's almost also a bit of a shame that we died, because like those are teams that have been very interesting to explore, right? It's all like about like what does it mean to be alive, what does it mean to be a person, individuality, right? It's like we have like somebody with a body but it's a machine, and somebody that used to be a human but now is transferred to a computer, and
there was like other setups that were just like
Yeah.
blossoming. Like my
Yeah.
character is dying,
yes,
so it's like he does need, like, the idea of him transferring his consciousness into a machine could be a real thing that happens, but he
Yeah.
doesn't want to do that at all. 'Cause he
no,
thinks that,
exactly,
like,
and
that'd be an atrocity. Like he'd be a monster in
Yeah.
his head.
And
So,
Alan being, like, Alan at some point also expressed with Red, like with when Red came along, he said like, well, Alan is like he was canonically religious, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that did came up at some point, but like, and at some point, I think at some point he said, Frankie, like, you know what, I'm not smart enough to resolve that question about if it's a machine or what. But
don't worry, Frankie will.
And at some
Frankie's
point, like,
objective moral.
Yeah.
will
there was also like
guide you.
this another part that I queued was this fight that we have before we go before we discuss like going help Naomi, right? And
Yeah.
and this all about how she's just a junkie bitch, and it's like it's not about what she's now, but what it used to be. And then like Red chime in and say like, and then like Alan say like, you see, even the fucking machine get it, Frankie, right? Kind of like trying to give him like and he said, oh, he's a fucking program white hat. It's like- so this whole thing, like I think there's, you think about it, there's a lot of layer that are who's in the right at that, right? Who's
Mhm.
who's
Yeah.
you can take any side, like nobody's right or wrong, like nobody's it's all shade of gray, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe Alan is like too focused on those lost puppy kind of cause, right? Like those,
Yeah.
and maybe Frankie's too cold, and maybe he is just a machine that is programmed to act like that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love foiling off of other characters. So good.
Yeah.
As far as I'm really curious to hear what you thought of Alan's arc throughout all 20. Do you feel like he developed or evolved at all? I'm sorry to keep you crispy if you're trying.
No, it's fine. You go on.
I think it, like, I certainly like it developed in a sense that a lot of things have been expressed about him, and he had like past and stuff like that. He became a little more serious at some point too.
Yeah.
He kind of, he he stopped being like just like so easy go lucky, like easy come, easy go, and he become like, you know what? After Brick died, he
Yeah.
was a little more like a well, I'm not gonna get fucked with anymore, right? Just like,
Yeah. I felt that too.
yeah.
I definitely saw a difference after Brick died, and then after the Eli arc. What happened with Eli?
Yeah.
It was different again, right? It was like
Yes.
I'm going home. Like we're going home.
Yeah.
That is really interesting. Like I agree. I think that Alan definitely carried stuff from each.
Yeah, Alan, like he became a little less just about like, you know, Alan, like what big thing about Alan is like he was trying to max out his freedom in life, right? He hated having somebody like in that the whole thing with the ship. There was that he hated having somebody like telling him what to do, and he was just like drifting in the world and stuff like that. After Brick died, he started to value other thing, right? And he became a little more helpful, and that's part also the reason why, like, you know, we didn't turn Eli and down just for the money and just to run, right, and just be done with that and not think about it anymore. And he always had this kind of like lost puppy kind of like side, right? This sucker for a sub story.
Yeah.
But now it's also what he went a little more than that, and so there, like, I think that was a big part of the arc of Alan.
And it kind of plays in the idea of freedom into this
Yeah.
whole like free will, like human thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's direct, but
Freedom, but
It's
also
just
at some
weird.
point
It's
not just
interesting.
for him, right? It's
Yeah.
like he like at first he's just like he just
Naomi, for
focused on
sure.
freedom, his own freedom, but at some point like he recognized that, you know what, other people too matter, right?
other people.
Did you miss leveling up, guys?
Max got a level.
Yes.
He got a piloting proficiency.
You did.
Yeah.
Got a
That's
new inclination. Yeah.
but
Well, it
in
took
the
him
end,
20
I didn't like
sessions.
I didn't miss it at all because I feel like even despite not like having mechanical progression, there was so much progression in who the character were, like the
Mhm.
relationship between them, the goal that they had, you know. So why do you need to have like some more number on your character sheet, right? The game in itself, right? The thing that the stuff that we carried over and the enemies that we have and the new even just the new tactics sometime, right? The new idea and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That
The
we
new
developed.
coffee maker.
Yeah, the coffee maker.
Yes.
That's the level up.
Our money number went up.
Which
By a
didn't
lot.
matter that much.
So then it didn't
Didn't
end up
matter.
mattering.
No.
So,
But yeah, I feel like when you have character development, that you know, it's more important than that than just leveling up.
I agree.
completely.
Or just kill your character and then get a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
get a new one. That's it.
Was Phil even trying to survive?
I said at some point, I was like, I'm just the long-term NPC player to Alan.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Chubby, and congratulations from all of us on your successful Kickstarter. I think that's fantastic. Great job. Thanks Z for stopping in. Everyone else that dropped by for this Super Tweakers. Any closing thoughts? We'll start with you, Max, and then Phil.
No, I just really love that campaign. And like I said, like it ended a bit like in a sour way because like I could have used more of it,
Mhm.
but you know, it's where the dice fall.
Mm-hmm.
Best role playing I've ever done in my whole life. Best role playing game I've ever been in.
Wow.
I'm definitely a campaign fan
Yeah, me too.
now. So, and I think 4D just makes campaigns way better.
Oh
I
yeah,
think immersion makes playing a campaign easier because it helps you retain
Mhm.
detail and
So much detail.
it helps you maintain your character arc. I know what happened. I'm very clear about. I don't know if me and Max have some sort of magic juju, but it's like I can kind of pick up his subtleties, and I feel like he can do the same with me really well. And Crispy
Yeah.
is just a master of description and suspense, man. Like you're such a great GM, dude.
I
Great job.
really appreciate that. I think you touched on something in my closing thoughts. The advantage of a persistent world a game that goes beyond just 1 or 2 sessions. It goes beyond the characters developing relationship between the characters. It allows the players to be comfortable with how everyone else plays. We start, when you watch those early sessions, we're stepping all over our each other's toes. We're interrupting. We're cutting people off. When I say we, I mean me. But it was all of us were doing it. And by the end, even introducing a new player, by the end of the 20th session, that new player had already become comfortable with, all right, well, this is Max's speaking patterns. This is how Phil takes his turns. Generally, I know what to listen for. It allows for a smoother experience. So shoot for those longer games. I think that's great to have palate cleansers, but from time to time, do yourself a favor and have a persistent world, and then play in that world and see where it goes, see where it takes you. This was a sandbox style game. The players, certainly by the end, were able to have their characters do whatever they felt their characters would do in the moment. And I just tried to react to it. Learned a lot doing this. It was an excellent experience. Challenging at times, but not challenging in the traditional way. At no point during this entire experiment did I feel like I was burning out. Never once did I feel like I'm kind of done with this.
That's awesome.
So, I think there's something to be taken from that for sure.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Thank you, everybody that dropped in. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate your encouragement, and everyone else. I'm going to hit the bed. As you can tell, my voice is about to give out. This was us taking a critical look, and sometimes just a fun, reminiscent look.
More of a victory lap.
More of a victory lap. Let's be honest. On our 20 sessions.
Yeah, highlight.
Yeah. But yeah, it was great to have you along for the ride. Those of you that watched them all, and hey, if you just had time to catch a session here or two, we hope that you found it half as entertaining as we did playing it. And with that, I'll sign off. God bless everybody. We will catch you on the next one. Stay tuned for more.